Hey, what's up, everybody, man? So if you take a look at the league and you look at both teams in the East and West, one of the teams that are really exceeding expectations and are shocking the league is the Miami Heat, and I want to take some time to talk about them. So before we get into the video, I just want to say, if you're new to the channel, thanks for giving me a chance. If you like the video and you like the content, make sure you click the subscribe button at the end. I got everything from football and basketball. This is the channel you need to be at, so make sure you click the button. Now let's actually get into the video. So in the offseason, I made a video evaluating the Miami Heat's roster after the draft and free agency. And I felt that the Heat would be a good enough team to get an 8th or 7th seed. But they needed more pieces to be a legit contender. Now I thought it was going to take at least a few more seasons for them to accomplish that. But after following the Heat from a distance all season, like I said, this team has exceeded expectations and they are actually proving that they can win right now. The reason why I love the success the Heat are having is because they are proving that you do not need a big three or a super team to have success. Look at their roster. Jimmy Butler is a veteran starter that can carry his own weight and some more. And he's a great defender, a good scorer, a good closer, and he's also a good leader and mentor on and off the court. Even though Jimmy Butler may be the only solidified star, he still has other good pieces around him. They have Bam Adebayo, who's always had potential. He has stepped up big to replace Hassan Whiteside, and this man is arguably having a borderline all-star season. Then you got Kendrick Nunn, a guy that's an undrafted rookie who just was in the G League last year. This man has worked hard to get the starting point guard job, and he's really been doing a good job at that. He just needs to be a little bit more consistent. Then they got Tyler Hero, who's showing potential to be the next Klay Thompson. They got Duncan Robinson, who's a good role player. They got Gordon Dragic, who's a veteran who's being humble enough to be the sixth man of the team, and he's being productive in that role. And then they have other key guys such as Kelly Olynyk, Myers Leonard, Derrick Jones Jr., even James Johnson and a few other guys can step up and give them some solid production. And then they are currently working Dion Waiters back into the rotation, and they are waiting on Justice Winslow to return from his back injury. I don't know what's wrong with his back, but his back been killing him because he's been out pretty much all season, man. But on paper, after everything I just said, this still is not a team that people could expect to be second in the East. But people forgot, it was never about the talent of the players or how many stars a team has. It's all about how well a team can function as a team. Look at the Miami Heat. It all starts with the coach Erik Spoelstra. Erik Spoelstra has proven that no matter what, give me a roster and I can make some magic happen. We've seen him win championships with the Big Three. And after the Big Three, we've seen him coach some competitive teams that either made the playoffs or scratched the surface of the playoffs with talent that was not supposed to really make the playoffs if they were on another team or coached by somebody else. Then, when you look at the actual team, they have chemistry. They have competitors. They have guys that are hungry. They have leadership. They have guys that are willing to go out there and get better. They have guys that can step up when needed. And most importantly, they have consistency. This is why the Miami Heat are able to produce the great results they are producing. This is why they are 31-14. They're second in the East, tied for the third best in the entire league. They're allowing the 8th least points in the paint. They're allowing the 3rd least fast break points. They have the 7th best field goal percentage, the 2nd best 3-point percentage. They are 9th in player impact, ahead of teams like the Nuggets and the Houston Rockets. They have the best true shooting percentage in the NBA and the best rebound percentage in the NBA. You feel me? This team that does not have all this star power has guys that are ready to go out there and play basketball, and this is why they are a good team. With the trade deadline approaching, the Miami Heat is a team that I feel like does not need to be active at the trade deadline. Now, if a trade makes sense, go on ahead and do it if you think the trade is going to benefit your team. But other than that, the Miami Heat, they just need to finish strong, get ready for the playoffs, make sure that they get better by the day, and make sure that guys like Dion Waiters and Justice Winslow have a good role and are ready to go for the playoffs, because the Heat have already been doing good without them all season. They need to just make sure that these two key guys can truly help them in the playoffs. And when the playoffs come, the East is wide open. The only thing the Heat have to do is translate the same energy from the regular season to the playoffs, because everybody knows the playoffs is a different game. And it can be challenging for inexperienced guys like Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, Kendrick Nunn, even Bam Adebayo. So like I said, if they translate the same energy to the playoffs, this team has a chance to make it out the East, an Eastern Conference that I consider pretty much wide open. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section about the Heat, how you feel like they've been doing, what's the future. Let me know everything. Like, comment, subscribe. I got more content coming soon.